This is about Bangladesh. It seems that tensions ran high in Dhaka as defense lawyers were barred from questioning an investigator about police killings. We are talking about Sheikh Hasina's trial that's underway. She's been charged with some very serious crimes. But when her lawyers raised the issue of police killings, suddenly all of it became out of syllabus. It seemed that the crimes and the police killings that the defense lawyers were bringing up, the International Crimes Tribunal said that none of this can be taken in this court and will not be allowed. Which brings me to ask the larger question that when you raise the issues and which the defense lawyer raised about Sirajganj, Jaitrabari and Rampura and several others, why is it that the court shut it down? Why is it that it became an issue that this will not be in the ambit of this particular court? The defense also challenged the legitimacy of evidence that was gathered solely by the CID, alleging huge bias. Meanwhile, a separate investigation into the Awami League as an organization has also begun, which makes us wonder, is this a witch hunt? Will there be a fair trial? And more importantly, what's the larger goal here? Is the larger goal to provide justice, or is it to ensure that Awami League is not in a position to contest in the upcoming elections? Mohammad Kamarzan, who's a senior journalist, joins me to talk more on the situation right now. Mr. Mohammad, your thoughts on how this trial is going right now? The question that many are asking is, will Sheikh Hasina get a fair trial?
Thank you very much for having me after many days. Actually, these international crime tribunals started its trial after August 5, and they seemingly showed that they are so much interested to ensure international standard trial. And even we saw that there were open trial with live broadcast by the media. But the recent issue that you have raised, of course, this should be very transparent and nothing should be barred. Actually, you know that after the fall of Sheikh Hasina last year, people's awareness has been raised a lot. So anything should not be accepted that may raise question about the fair trial of Sheikh Hasina. But reality is that
Mohammed, one thing I want to ask you is, it's okay to broadcast the trial live. You could also be broadcasting it because you have there may be some political points to be scored by telling everybody that Sheikh Hasina and, her crimes, alleged crimes, are all being brought to book. By televising that, there's also a larger political message that is being sent. So let's not just say it is in the spirit of fair justice that this is being done. But as far as the larger question is, which is, it seems that Awami League is the real target, and to ensure that they are not able to contest in the upcoming elections in February.
You have to understand that, please let me say just a few sentences. You have to understand that this crime tribunal started its trial during the Sheikh Hasina regime, and Sheikh Hasina formed this tribunal. And there were so many unexpected incidents in this tribunal, for example, abducting of eyewitness and many other questionable issues were raised at the time. So after the fall of Sheikh Hasina, the live broadcasting was a good development and people accepted it positively. But now if the lawyer was not able to work freely, that is of course a questionable matter that you have raised. And of course, it should not be happen this way as we are seeing now. Everything should be very clear. Fact is that many crimes crimes against humanity during the July uprising is very clear. And there are so many, so many visuals even available on social media and mainstream media. And even the order of Sheikh Hasina or the high-ups of the then government regarding the mass killing, very clear, and it has already been proved through vivid evidence. So no need to take shelter of such kind of activities that the lawyers of Hasina should be barred. I don't know why this type of incident is happening. It's very unexpected and it should not be happening.
Okay, the final question is,
the trial, of course, should be very transparent and very...
Trial should be transparent. That's a very, very important thing that you're mentioning. Final thing I want to ask is, which is that, what about Awami League? Separate investigations into the political outfit ahead of elections, what does that stand for?
There is a debate you have raised very well that whether Awami League will take part in the upcoming national election or not. Actually, there is a revolution, though there is a debate whether it's a revolution or uprising. In case of a revolution, or the way Sheikh Hasina was ousted was totally in the work of a mass uprising. So now the question is that if that is also a mandate of mass people according to the demand of the opposition politicians of Sheikh Hasina. So it's a debatable matter. And what the interim government can do, I think, is that they can take a consensus, or it may be a mass voting now whether Awami League will given the opportunity to take part in the election. As there was a revolution last year and Awami League was ousted with many allegations of human rights violation, even there is allegations of genocide. So this should be solved now through a mass voting, I think. Otherwise, this issue will be very difficult in the coming days, and the upcoming national election may be questionable based on these issues, especially the international communities may raise this question.
Absolutely. That is what everybody would be asking, as to whether these elections will actually have any meaning or will represent the mandate of the people or not. I'm going to leave it there. Mohammad Kamrazan, thanks much for speaking to me on India Global.